Although it has been talked about a lot in the social media and between the people and everything, I still want to talk about this thing, that is habit and self-regulation. Me myself, I never had any kind of good habits. I always am a person of bad habits, and I never recognized them also, and I didn't want it to make myself better, so I just lived as the way I was living. But then I read Atomic Habits, which actually I didn't read Atomic Habits to change my habits or anything. I like to read various kinds of books, and nowadays I saw many videos on Atomic Habits, people claiming them being as a bible of personal development and self-help books. So I wanted to read those books which have been recommended, and the first among those were Atomic Habits, and I read that book. I even have that book in my bookshelf right now. So that book talk about a lot of stuff. It's I don't want to give a summary of the book. There are many and various kinds of summary of that book available in the internet and YouTube also. How it helped me, the process, it taught me that the destination that we want to achieve doesn't matter. It never mattered to anybody and to any of us. The process matters. I have read a lot about various kinds of spiritual things and very kind of spiritual or philosophical concepts, and one among those were manifestations, and that thing told us to believe what we want to achieve. If we believe what we want to achieve, that we are worthy of achieving that thing, we can achieve or attract those things. And that's a concept we are going to talk later. But the thing I'm going to talk about here is Atomic Habits talks about this thing a lot, that we can't make ourselves do something that we believe we are not able to do. Like, if we think that we are not a good reader, then we're never gonna be a good reader. But how? Me being a person who never read a single book till being 18 years old can read a lot of book suddenly because I decided I want to read books. It never happens in one day. We have to force ourselves and make ourselves read at least one paragraph or like one page every day for many days to come. And when we can finish 2, 3, 4, 5 books by reading every day regularly, we have the proof to believe that we can be a reader. We can read very many books, and we can be a reader. We are enjoying it. But most of us, when we start any kind of new habits, we lack the belief or the proof that we have to believe that we can achieve that thing. So it is very tough for us to have that proof that we are worthy of that thing. It is a concept of identity change, changing our identity as being somebody who does that thing, who has that good habit. So the answer is very simple and very basic, but it's need to be said, it's need to be read. It's really very basic but very, very important. That is, we don't have to like the stuff we do. We don't have to like the stuff that we want to do. We don't have to like the process, because when we start anything and that's out of our comfort zone, we're not gonna like it. No matter who does that, no matter which kind of big people or small people or people who achieve a lot of stuff and people who didn't achieve a lot of stuff does that, nobody enjoys it in the first time. And we have to force ourselves doing that thing for a long amount of time. If we do the thing for a long amount of time, it makes the things easier for us to do, and we have a circuit that's building in our head that says that we are the person who does that thing every day, and that makes us change our belief and as well as change our identity. When we change our identity, we have new habits. We can have new habits, we can have new beliefs, and we can have anything that we want. But we have to start very small. And most of the important thing is we have to do it every single day. until and unless our identity changes. And we have to remember that it's not a thing you have to do for 2 months or 3 months. If we're reading a single page for 3 months and we have completed 2 books, but you think that after doing this for 3 months you have to stop doing this because you have already changed your identity, that's not gonna help you, because you are making your identity as a reader, and a reader reads a lot of books. She or he reads every single day, so you can't stop doing the forcing stuff until and unless you are falling in love with the process. You have to love the process of reading, and it may take years for you to love the process of reading, but you have to decide if you really want to change your identity and have the new habit, and is it worth it for you to go through the struggle and make yourself love a thing that you actually don't love. So that's the thing for today.